And I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride.
Well, the weather outside couldn't be better. They've opened the roof and the retractable windows on the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lance going to put it up right away. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
The Colts now at 2-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Lance now to throw. Hard throw. Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On the ready?
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more of the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
Richardson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Lance. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown, Colts! Sky Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't. He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Off play action, Richardson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. First carry for Rashawn White. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Richardson off the play fake. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Pass the 60, pass the 60. Ready?
They'll try it now with Swift. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Trying to hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Richardson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Christian Kirk from 4 yards out. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
This will be caught by Brown. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Here we go. Here we go.
Build that momentum, offense.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
Throw left side, taken in by Miller.
He's got the first down and more than that. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And he rifles one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Gibbs, a solid stiff arm. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field. But man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Marquise Brown from 19 yards away. And the Colts have moved out in front. Extra point by Slides, looking good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out there there, set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit, what's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. He did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Come on, set.
Lance now on first down.
And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And an excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. Touchdown! Hollywood, Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts,
as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Lance now on first down. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Richardson now on second down. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They go play action with Richardson. Slings that one complete to Andrews on the comebacker. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
50, 19
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. In motion comes the tight end left. Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On play action, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Commanders have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you?
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. but that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Big.
Richardson to the air on first down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off play action, Richardson.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Warriors 70.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now Lance throws the interception, his third. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And he comes back with one complete.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Back to the air with Richardson. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
From 4 yards out.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 42, Colts 24.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24.
Let's go now. Vikings, they see. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On 1st down, Richardson.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They'll send Brown in motion right.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Got a man. It's Brown.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Eluding the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Lance.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Slant route to Miller.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Desperation time here. Lance.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Lance again. Going to be caught here, left side, Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Marquise Brown, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled.
Team at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Richardson on 3rd and short.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Richardson on 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They run the counter. It's Gibbs, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Black shot.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that threshold, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other other side to get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
And the Colts are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give it one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Lance back to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Lance and company going on fourth down.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Richardson looking to throw it.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Lance now on first down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he is in
into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. Here's Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here we go, strike! 79 Broncos!
Here's Richardson. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Left wing 19. Deputy Ranger.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball